Good morning, children. Sai Ram. We are going to start with the second lesson of social studies. The title of the lesson is India. Okay, so India is the country where we live. But before starting with that, I hope you all have completed your first lesson. Just finish it, keep revising it. Anyways, we are going to do the book back exercises after the I finished this lesson. I'll be doing the book back exercise, and also I'll be giving you a project which will be used as your FA1 project. So we'll be giving marks for it. So just do the projects, don't leave it. Okay. So I want you all to take it seriously and finish up the project. Okay, children. So without further delay, we'll just move on to this lesson now. So, we are going to talk about India in this lesson. So, the country where we live, and we are going to learn about its physical features and then states, union territories, and those things. Okay, so first. So, India is the seventh largest country of the world in terms of area. So, in terms of area means how much we say, no, our home ground is like this much area. So, our school ground is this much area, where they will say, right, the size of the place. Okay, so the area of India, no, that comes under the seventh largest country of the world. So we are in seventh place in terms of area. So how much place it covers? Okay, that is area. So India is the seventh largest country of the world in terms of area. And in population, we are the second largest country in the world. In terms of population, we are the second largest country in the world. Okay. So seventh largest country in terms of area, and second largest in the world. Next, there people speak more than 23 different languages. So we have more than 23 different languages. Okay. So and they follow different religions. So we have different religions, and people speak more than 23 languages, different languages. Next, we are going to see about the neighbors of India. So, in your home, no, when you are there, some people will stay in your next house, right? We call them as neighbors. Who stay near next to your house, we call them as neighbors. Similarly, neighbors of India means the countries which are neighboring, which are next to us. So we are going to see about those neighboring countries now. We are going to see about the neighboring countries. To the northwest are Afghanistan and Pakistan. Afghanistan and Pakistan are at the northwest direction. Okay. To the north we have China and Nepal. To the north we have China and Nepal. To the northeast is Bhutan. Bhutan is in the northeast. And to the east we have Myanmar and Bangladesh. We have Myanmar and Bangladesh. Okay. To the northwest are Afghanistan and Pakistan. To the north are China and Nepal. To the northeast is Bhutan, and to the east Myanmar and Bangladesh. So these are our neighboring countries which are near or next to us, that is neighbor. We saw about the neighbors. Now we are going to see about the islands which are there. Okay, across the ocean, India has the island Maldives on the southwest, Sri Lanka on the south, Indonesia on the southeast. We have Maldives on southwest, Sri Lanka on the south, Indonesia on the southeast. These are the islands which we have across the ocean. We saw about our neighbors. We saw about the islands. Now we are going to see about the location where India is located. India is located in the south of the continent of Asia. India is located in the continent of Asia. Direction will be south. Okay, India is located in the south of the continent of Asia. It is the largest of 7 continents. Asia is the largest of the 7 continents. I think you will remember the continents which are there, which we studied last year. Okay, so it is the largest of the 7 continents. Next, the northern part is surrounded by land. So northern part is surrounded by land. The southern part is surrounded by water on 3 sides. If a place is surrounded by water on 3 sides, what is it called? Yes, it is called as a peninsula, right? The southern part is surrounded by water on 3 sides. Indian Ocean on the south. So we said about the 3 oceans, right? So Indian Ocean is on the south, Arabian Sea on the west, and Bay of Bengal is on the east. Indian Ocean is on the south, Arabian Sea on the west, and Bay of Bengal on the east. Oceans which surrounds India, right? So we saw about neighbors, the location, and about the islands. Now we are going to see about the physical features of India. Okay, so the landforms. So the different landforms. India is having a variety of landforms. So that is varied landforms we have. This includes, as we studied in the last lesson about the landforms, different landforms. The landforms are include here is plains, plateaus, hills, mountains, deserts, forest, long coastlines and islands. The landforms include plains, plateaus, hills, mountains, deserts, forest, long coastlines and island. So this all about all these things we have learnt in the last lesson, right? Now next, India can be divided into 5 main regions based on its physical features. We saw about the physical features, no? India can be divided based on that into 5 main regions. 5 main regions based on the physical feature. You can divide India into 5 main regions. Okay, so those regions are the northern mountains, the northern plains, the Deccan Plateau, the coastal plains and islands, the western desert. So the northern mountains, first one is the northern mountains, second one is northern plains, third one is Deccan Plateau, fourth one is the coastal plains and islands, and the fifth one is the western desert. So we are dividing India into these 5 main regions. Okay, the northern mountains, the northern plains, the Deccan Plateau, the coastal plains and islands, and the last is the western desert. Okay, so now we will see a physical map. You have to know about what is a physical map. A map showing the kind of land a country has is called a physical map. So what are the places, like a map showing the kind of land, which type of land it has, showing those things, no, we use a physical map. To know about those things, we are using a physical map. A map showing the kind of land a country has is called a physical map. Okay, so we saw about the neighboring countries. We saw about the location, and we saw about the islands, and we saw about the physical features. Then we saw about the what is a physical map. Now we are going to see about states and union territories. Okay, we are going to see about states and union territories. We are going to see about states and union territories. We have 28 states and 8 union territories. We have 28 states and 8 union territories. Okay, and we have two types of government. One is central government and another one is the state government. One is central government, the next is the state government. So India is, as I told you, India is divided into 28 states and 8 union territories, and we have two types of government. One is central government and another one is the state government. Okay, so state government, each state has its own government. Okay, so state government we have, no, so each state will have a government and the election will happen, people will select those people, right? Those are called like state government. So each state will have a government, right? As you know, Tamil Nadu, we have a chief minister and we have a government under him, right? For Tamil Nadu state we have, no, like that all the states will have a government. Okay, but what will happen with the union territories, no, they will be directly governed by the central government. So union territories will be under the control of central government. State, all state will be under the state government. Okay, the union territories are directly governed by the central government. Okay, so this is the topic. And now we are going to I just told you about the map work. So you have to draw an outline map of India, okay, and show the different states and their capitals, then union territories and their headquarters. So you will be drawing a map of an outline map of India, and in that you will mark the states and their capitals and also mark the union territories and their headquarters. Okay, I want you to go through the lesson, revise it. So we saw about what are all we saw about now. So to start with, we know about the location of India. We know about the neighbors of India and the physical features we know, and about the islands we learnt. Then we were discussing about what is a physical map, and then last about the state and the union territories. So with this we are completing the lesson. So I'm just going to discuss about some of the book back exercises now. So to start with, we will go with the fill in the blanks. Okay, first one is India is the 7th largest country in the world. So this is the book back exercise. We are doing the fill in the blanks first. Okay, India is the 7th largest country in the world. Second one, India's neighbors on the northwest are Afghanistan and Pakistan. India's neighbors on the northwest are Afghanistan and Pakistan. Third one, to the south of the Indian peninsula lies the Indian Ocean. To the south of the Indian peninsula lies the Indian Ocean. So Indian Ocean peninsula, to the south of the Indian peninsula lies the Indian Ocean. Fourth one, India has 28 states and 8 union territories. India has 28 states and 8 union territories. So just go through this and I want you to write in your notebook. Take a notebook and copy these, fill in the blanks in that, so that it will be easy for you to learn, right? I want you to write this in your notebook. When you come to school, I just want you to show me these things. Next, we are going to see about the multiple choice questions, that is choose the correct answer. We are going to discuss about the choose the correct answer. Okay, India is located in the continent of Asia. India is located in the continent of Asia. Okay, it is option B. India is located in the continent of Asia. For the first one, the option is B. And the second one, based on the area, what place does India occupy among the countries of the world? Based on the area they are asking. So which place we are in based on the area? We are the seventh. That is option C. So second one, the answer is C. Seventh. We are in the seventh place. Okay. We are in the seventh place. The first one option B and the second one the option is C. Third one, the country which lies to the northeast of India. So, which country lies to the northeast of India? It is Bhutan. That is option A. The country which lies on the northeast of India is Bhutan. Fourth one, the study the physical map of India. Into which ocean or sea does the river Godavari flow? So river Godavari flows to which ocean or sea? That is the question. Can you just guess it out? Which ocean it goes in? Have you guessed it? Yes, it is Bay of Bengal. Study the physical map of India. Into which ocean or sea does the river Godavari flow? The answer is option A, Bay of Bengal. Okay. The answer is option A, Bay of Bengal. Okay. Next will be, I'm just going to discuss some answer the following. I'll be discussing like 2 questions and answer, and I'll be giving 2 more questions. I just want you to find out those answers. I have also given the page number in which page you have to search, and also I'll be sharing the pages of your textbook. If you refer that, you can find out the answers. So the first question is, where is India located? The first question is, where is India located? As we learnt in that lesson, India is located in the south of the continent of Asia. India is located in the south of the continent of Asia, the largest of the 7 continents. Asia is the largest, as we discussed. So India is located in the south of the continent of Asia, the largest of the 7 continents. Okay, so here India is located in the south of the continent of Asia, the largest of the 7 continents. Okay, this is the first question and answer. So this also you will just take your notebook and write. Second question, what is the difference between a state and an union territory? What is the difference between a state and an union territory? A state has its own government, but a union territory is governed by the central government. So state is governed by the state government. So they have a own government. But union territory is governed by the central government. It is directly governed by the central government. So this is the difference between a state and union territory. Okay. The next questions will be, I've given 3 questions here. You have to find out the answers for these 3 questions, and I have given the page numbers there. Okay. So for third question, I'll just read. Why do we say that India is a land of vastly diverse landforms? Why do we say that India is a land of vastly diverse landforms? Okay. This is the third question. Fourth question, which are the ocean bodies that surround peninsular India? Which are the ocean bodies that surround peninsular India? Then fifth one is, who are India's neighbors? Fifth one is, who are India's neighbors? Name the neighboring countries of India. So that is also given in page number 10. We will just have a quick summary of the lesson one more time. So we saw about, first we saw about India. Okay. Where it is located, who are its neighbors. Then we saw about the physical features, and next we saw about the physical map, and then we saw about the states and union territories. So we will just discuss one more time with the multiple choice question and fill in the blanks now. Okay. So now you'll just take your notebook and then copy this. India is the seventh largest country in the world. India is the seventh largest country in the world. India's neighbors on the northwest are Afghanistan and Pakistan. To the south of Indian peninsula lies the Indian Ocean. India has 28 states and 8 union territories. Then we are going to discuss about the multiple choice question again. India is located in the continent of, you have to give me the answer because we have already discussed it, right? It is B, Asia. Very good. The second one, based on area, what place does India occupy among the countries of the world? It is C, seventh. Okay. Next one, the country which lies to the northeast of India is Bhutan, right? Study the physical map of India. Into which ocean or sea does the river Godavari flow? Bay of Bengal. Very good, children. So these are the one words which we discussed, book back answers, question and answers. Now again we have these two questions. Where is India located? And then we have what is the difference between a state and a union territory? And then we have three questions for which you will only find out the answer and write in the notebook. I want you to write the fill in the blanks, multiple choice question and also the question answer in your notebook. So we will be discussing the first lesson, book back exercise and question answers in the next session. Okay, children, just go through it, finish reading, take a note of the lesson, question answers and one words, and also study that. Okay, and also do the map work which is given there. Okay, children, take care. Thank you. Sai Ram.